Hey everybody, this is Kathy Piech-Lukas with Your Dream Day and the I'll Do Wedding web series. And today we are going to talk about the wedding guest. So here are the rules that your wedding guests need to know for your big day. Rule number 1, turn off your cell phone. Put it on silent. No, don't just put it on silent, turn it off. Unplugged weddings are becoming a huge trend. And here's why. You have a guest that sits on the end, right by the aisle. They take their iPhone, they put it right into the center of the aisle and snap the picture of you as you're coming out, as you're proceeding in. That gets in the way of the photographer that you have paid thousands of dollars to take those memorable pictures for you. It ruins your photos. So that's the reason why unplugged ceremonies are becoming a big thing. So what can you do? You can have a sign posted on an easel right outside of your ceremony room, outside of the church, that says, "We are having an unplugged ceremony. Please refrain from taking cell phone pictures during our ceremony." Tip number 2, get there on time. If you are late and we have started the processional, we are not going to seat you. You will be seated as soon as the bride has reached the front altar. And you won't be seated down the front, you will be seated down the aisle sides. Because, let's face it, the wedding day is not about the guest, it's about the couple. So get there on time. Most ceremonies are going to start on time. Tip number 3, if you're bringing somebody who's young, under the age of 3, they tend to get a little bit restless. If you have a baby that starts crying, take it out, because anything taking away from the bride and groom is really disrespectful to them. So if you have a crying baby, if you have a kid who's really getting fidgety and restless, take them into the back, take them out of sight so that you can calm them down and give the couple the day that they've always imagined without the extra background noise. Tip number 4, have a good time. It is a big day. Another tip number 5, wear appropriate shoes. Now, this may sound silly, but if you're wearing 4-inch stilettos to an outdoor ceremony on the grass, you are going to have a very hard time walking to the ceremony. So find out, where is the ceremony taking place? Is it taking place outdoors? Is it taking place in a church? If it's taking place outdoors, wear flatter shoes, because otherwise you're going to be having a very tough time, especially if the grass is newly wet. If it's hot outside, wear something appropriate. Wear something sleeveless, wear a summer dress. Does the church have air conditioning? If it does not, dress appropriately. Brides, grooms, couples, if you have a program fan, that can also serve as a fan, not just a program, which your guests will appreciate if it's kind of hot where the ceremony is. So, those are the tips for the day. Have a great wedding ceremony. Follow us on YouTube with the I'll Do Wedding web series. You can also follow us on Facebook, I'll Do Wedding, or Your Dream Day. Happy planning!